Hello everyone, today I am going to show you the same-sex marriage case which is going on in the court. So basically the Supreme Court of India is currently hearing the case seeking legal recognition or approval of same-sex marriage. So while the court to leave the issue to parliament, while arguing about that, the centre argued that the law of the Special Marriage Act 1954 cannot be redrafted again to allow same-sex marriage. Cannot be redrafted again to allow same-sex marriage. So, what is the case? What is the case going on? As you can see, several petitions have asked the court to recognize same-sex marriage under the Special Marriage Act. The Act provides for the conditions relating to solemnize of special marriage between any two persons, whether they are boys and girls, two boys or two girls, any transgenders couples, etc. So they want same-sex marriage recognition. Before going any further, let's get what is civil union. So a civil union under the Special Marriage Act is a legally recognized union between two individuals regardless of their caste and religion or nationality. Let me tell you, this is not marriage, this is civil union. It also refers to the legal status that allows same-sex couples specific rights, responsibilities normally conferred upon married couples. This type of union allows couple to have a formal, legally binding relationship without going through the traditional rituals and customs of religious or cultural marriage ceremony. Although civil union resembles a marriage and brings with it employment, inheritance, property, and parental rights, there are some differences between the two. So, civil union brings the power of employment, inheritance, property, and parental rights after the union, but there are some differences between the two. So, religious or cultural beliefs do not play any role in civil union, whereas they do often in marriage. So, if two people are from two different religions or cultures, they can be a part of civil union, whereas they often do in marriage. That means religion and cultural beliefs sometimes take parts in the marriage. In some countries, civil unions are only available to same-sex couples, whereas marriage is available to both same-sex and opposite-sex couples. But in India, same-sex marriage is not possible as of now, as per law or as per legally. So there may be differences in legal requirements and procedures for entering into civil union versus a marriage. It may be different in terms of social and cultural significance and legal recognitions. So, what are the arguments of the petitioners? Now, let's get into the files where what the petitioners are asking and what they are demanding. So, according to them, marriage is a social status which is bestowed by law through which society accepts, respects, and validates a couple. Now, same sex couples do not enjoy the rights of married couples, including the right to adopt or have children by surrogacy, automatic rights to inheritance, pension, maintenance, and tax benefit. So, obviously, what they are saying is same-sex couples do not enjoy the rights of married couple. The rights like married couple are getting or enjoying. So the rights including right to adopt or have children by surrogacy. Like obviously if two people of same sex are getting married or getting engaged, so they cannot have a children, right? So they have to get it through surrogacy. Surrogacy means children from a different mother, and automatic rights to inheritance, pension, maintenance, and tax benefits, etc. So they will not be able to avail the legally accurate benefits of laws also, such as the Transportation of Human Act, the transplantation of human organs, as it says, as it only allows near relatives to object to the use of a deceased body for therapeutic purposes or organ donation, and Section 80 of Income Tax 1961, which provides for deduction of certain amount for computing the total income of assessee when some when such sums are paid on behalf of spouse. So, in case of a marriage, if the spouse spends in something, that income, okay, that money can be deducted from the total income of the assessee. But this is not possible for the same-sex couple. But the thing is, the Supreme Court has repeatedly said that all adults have the right to marry a person of their choice. Then why not in case of a same-sex couples, right? So this is the main problem, and they are also saying non-recognition of same-sex marriage violates the fundamental rights. This is the fundamental or human rights, I would say. So Article 14, Article 15, Article 19, and Article 21 of the Constitution. So Article 14, Article 15, Article 19, and Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Article 14 says the right to equality before law. Article 15 says right against discrimination only on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Article 19 says freedom of speech and expression, and Article 21 protection of life and personal liberty. And now let's get into the parts of arguments of the center, what the centers are saying. Religious definition of marriage. Various religions have always recognized marriage only between a man and a woman. Legitimate interest of state. Responding to the argument of the petitioner that the state can have no role in regulating personal relationships, the center said that the right to marry is always subject to the statutory regime. The right to privacy. The right to privacy cannot be extended to marriage. This is because consulting adults wants societal acceptance of the relationship by way of marriage. Parliament must decide. There exists a democratic right of people to regulate themselves through their respectives in the parliament. This is a very important part. There are a total 72 categories of genders falling within the LGBTQIA plus community. So almost there are 72 categories of transgender people. This would mean several permutations and combinations of the marriage and specific problems arising therefrom. So it is not about the only boy and boy marriage or only for the same-sex girls of marriage, but there are 72 categories of genders falling within the LGBTQI community. So there will be some problems accordingly. So this is it. This is the total thing. This is what going on in the current scenario. Comment your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think, if it should be legalized or not? If just comment your thoughts and what you learn from this. So thank you for watching.